All right, the wrath of Hurricane Irma has moved well north now into Georgia, and this is what is left over here in Florida. You can see a gentleman there walking in about knee-deep water. This is a combination of the rainfall and the storm surge, which is about 5 to 8 feet, and you can see all the inundation from the flooding and some of the damage that it has caused across southern parts of Florida. And going ahead and looking at our weather graphics, giving you an update on the tropical activity. This is now Tropical Storm Irma, with sustained winds at about 50 miles an hour. You can notice that the pressure has risen considerably over the last 24 hours. About a day ago, it was about 930 millibars. We're up to 985 millibars at this point. The track has it coming across Georgia and Alabama into Tennessee near Paducah, Kentucky. It looks like it's going to stay well to the east, so I don't think it's really going to have too much of an effect here in the heartland other than maybe some cloud cover tomorrow and some gusty winds. So beyond that, we're going to go ahead and look at Hurricane Jose, which is now a Category 2 hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean. Its winds at 100 miles an hour and its pressure at 973 millibars. And as we let this run, you can kind of see that after it makes this loop, it's sort of in the process of making this loop, but it's going to come towards the Atlantic coast again, towards Florida. And now some of the models are kind of diverging here on what the hurricane wants, or what it wants to do with the hurricane. Some of them bring it a little bit closer towards Miami. Others are going to run it up closer towards the coasts of North Carolina and South Carolina. Maybe the areas like Wilmington, North Carolina, and the Outer Banks may get hit by the outer ray bands of Hurricane Jose. Now, this is rain amounts. This is since yesterday at 5 o'clock. And notice that on Saturday, the heaviest rain was down here. You remember that Fort Pierce, Florida saw about 16 inches of rain. That heaviest rain has now moved up towards Valdosta, Georgia. They've seen about 22 to 25 inches of rain associated with some of the heavier rain bands with Hurricane or Tropical Storm Irma. Let's go ahead and jump outside and look at our KTVO Skycam located on top of Kirksville City Hall, brought to you by Heritage House Realty and King's Appliance. Here in the heartland, it's been absolutely beautiful outside. Temperatures at 76 degrees with a nice north wind at about a mile an hour, and the humidity is way, way down, making it feel very comfortable outside. Humidity right now sitting at about 33%. Looking at the regional temps right now, Kirksville's at 78 degrees, Ottumwa's at 81, Macon's at 89, and Columbia's at 79. If we go ahead and look out to our west, notice that Dodge City, North Platte, both in the 90s. Over the coming days, we're going to watch this warm air start to move into the heartland. It's going to start to feel a little bit more like summer outside. Local radar is dry again this evening. It is now 16 days in a row that we've seen any rain in the heartland. And other than the mess across Alabama and Georgia, everyone across the country has been pretty dry. Looking at your future temps, we're going to be around 69 this evening up in Ottumwa. We're going to drop down closer to the 40s again, 52 in Kirksville. And then tomorrow is going to be another nice day. Temperatures right around 83 degrees up into Ottumwa, Iowa. The 5th annual Dash for Disabilities is on Thursday here in Kirksville. Temperatures at the start of the race will be around 76 degrees and 70 and pleasant around 8 o'clock when the race is starting to come to an end. Here's your day planner. A great start tomorrow, and then a mild evening, temperatures around 76. And finally, here's a look at your extended forecast. Marlene, we're going to be back into the 80s this week, and then notice on Friday and Saturday, rather, we're going to be back up into the upper 80s and start to feel a little bit more like summertime outside. And with that, we're going to see a little bit more better chances of showers and thunderstorms during the day on Saturday.
Went a little backward there.
We are. We're going a little bit backwards, but, you know, it's not Florida.
That's right, definitely. Thanks, Chris.